Hey guys. Okay, so basically these videos that you guys asked for, like super flattered by the way, thanks. I feel like I've come into myself with makeup in the last year-ish. Um, and so today I decided instead of doing any makeup stuff, because like I was just doing stuff for myself today, I would just talk to you guys about tools that you should get to start out. Now, you don't have to spend a ton of money on things. It can be cheap, it can be expensive. It depends kind of on your taste and then how you want to go with it. Like if you're just doing it casually or if you're really into makeup. Like I've noticed I started to spend more money in the last year on makeup just because I've gotten a lot more into it. So, brushes. Brushes are very important. Don't use your fingers ever. Like I might use it occasionally to like buff something out real quick, but because you never know what's on your hands, you don't really want to put that on your face too much. You're not supposed to touch your face much anyway during the day. It keeps the oils and crap down. So yeah. So yeah, brushes are important. I actually bought Kayla her first set of brushes a couple years ago for Christmas, and it was in this pack right here. Oh, it's two-sided. It's got a smudge brush on one side and then just like a blending brush on the other. It works really good like when you're trying to get more detailed in the creases, which is here where your eye makes the crease basically. If you don't have one, you can make one. You just use kind of a darker dimensional color to kind of like make it pop out. But I bought these. There's two. Mila has the other one somewhere in her room because I got a new one. The other one has just like a flat like shading brush kind of like this. You see it? That's where you kind of put the all over shading on, all that color. I actually have another one that came in my Urban Decay Electric palette. Yay, shading. This one's a little bit thinner. I kind of like it a little bit better. This one's more poofy. Like it puts the color on, but it can get kind of thick, and I want it to be blendable, so I don't want to have too much. What's another good one? So those are like your good basics, and then it has a good like slanted eye. I have a very tiny one that I like using now for my eyeliner. You can use it for liner, you can use it just to do shadow as a liner, which I've come to start to like to do recently when I want like browns and stuff, since I really only have black in the gel liner. So yeah, that was like my basic starter, plus this one that I showed you. This was my very first eyeshadow brush. I only used this one. I didn't know about blending and all that. I just kind of was like, this shade here, done. And yeah, it looks silly. So now I've gotten a lot more invested in my eye brushes. I can show you picking them up. This is what I have. And I can use quite a few of these in one look. So if you want to get more into that, definitely buy some more. It's really good to have a brush like this to blend out the tops with like your neutral shades. It's really poofy. It's this word. It's really poofy. It moves the color around good. It blends stuff out. You can use it with no color too, just to blend out lines so you don't have anything super harsh on your face. Because when I deal with colors, like I've always been kind of afraid of them. So I don't like really harsh stuff, so I try and like blend it out. I have some good, really good neutral palettes that I do that with. This is good for under the eye. It gets you like a good color liner to go right up under here. And then you could use a pencil brush, which is another good one to have for smudging, doing color in the creases, and then blending out under the eye as well when you want to smudge it out. Those would be the really important ones. I have come to really like, trying to find it, the MAC 242 brush for shading. It's amazing. It's super flat, gets the color on really good, and anything with like glitter, it sticks like crazy. It stays on your eye. It doesn't move around too much. It's amazing. I love it. So this brush was $25, but completely worth it. And then for my face, I used to use a beauty blender like this. I get I think it's EcoTools. It's EcoTools or Real Techniques, because the actual beauty blenders are $20, and that's ridiculous. I paid $10 for two of them. And these, you just get them wet, and then it helps to buff out your colors. I now only use this for concealer just because I got this brush from Morphe. It's amazing. It's the Morphe M439. If you're interested, I think it cost me like $10 or something. And what I do is like I'll put the foundation on the back of my hand, put it on my face, and then just buff all the color out until it's completely gone, blended in. Not gone, but until it's blended into my face so I don't have weird lines and stuff. To contour and blush, I have the Kat Von D Shade and Light Brush. It's amazing. It was something that I definitely invested in because it was a $40 brush, but it's two-sided, so $40 for two is honestly not that bad. So this side here you use for your contours to get into like your creases here. I know I'm talking weird, but you have to make that face to find your crease. That right there, that's your crease. And it gets into the crease with the color, and then you can kind of blend up. And then this side is great for highlighting, so like under the eyes here, and sometimes here. I do it occasionally because it gets super red there, so I like to make it a little lighter. And then for blush, because it gets right into the apples of your cheek. The best way to put on blush, I found, like when you're starting out, when you're not sure where to put it, is to smile really big like this, and bam, apples of your cheeks. Super easy to find. Put it in, blend it out with your contour. If you contour, if you don't contour, great, that's fine, it works for you. I actually just learned how to contour 6 months ago, I think. 6 months, and I've been doing it since then. I love it because it makes my face look a little bit thinner. I've always hated that my face has gotten chubbier. I've gotten chubbier, and I'm like, and eventually I'll start working out to lose weight, but until then, beauty secrets to look skinnier. It's amazing. And then I also have the Shade and Light Brush for the eyes by Kat Von D. One side is great for packing on color to your lids. The other side is kind of like a pencil brush. Well, I guess it is a pencil brush. It works really good for the inner corners of your eyes, anything underneath, and like up in here when you're trying to highlight under your brow bone, which is important, I found out. Because one day I forgot and it looked horrible. Well, to me anyway. I'm sure to most people it looked fine. And then I guess my biggest thing is Q-tips. They're amazing for like cleaning up areas. You'll have fallout a lot from shadows. It happens. If you're working with darker colors like I did today, don't do your foundation and stuff first. Do your eyes first. So you prime, do your eyes, and then you clean up all the fallout, and then you put your face on. Then you do all the other stuff and you just work around it. And it's actually not that difficult to work around. That way you're not getting fallout onto your face and then having to clean that off, and then, oh crap, you took all your makeup off and now you're starting all over again. Because that's annoying. It's happened to me before too, and it's super frustrating. So I use that. Another really important thing with makeup, if you're going to get into it, is a good beauty routine before the makeup. So I have a really dry face, and makeup will make that pop. Excuse me, if you don't moisturize and stuff like that. So I actually just found this stuff and I love it. It's by Garnier. Can you see it? Skin Active cleansing water. I use this at night and in the morning, depending. Most of the time I take showers at night, so I'll wash my face at night. I don't really need this at night, but then I use it in the morning when I wake up before I do my makeup. Put it on. It washes your face. You don't have to wash it off. That's my favorite part. So it takes that giant, huge, annoying step out of the way, because I always hated the water dripping on me and then like getting on my counter all wet. And, oh, I hated that. So it doesn't do that, and it's magical. And then a good toner, very important. I cannot use toner with alcohol in it. It dries my face so bad. I'll just have dry patches everywhere, look like a scaly weirdo with makeup because makeup sticks to those dry patches. So I use this. I actually just found this. Can you see it? Can you see it? I don't have the best camera. It's L'Oreal Hydra Fresh Toner. I use it right after you wash your face, and it tones and moisturizes first. Like, it keeps the moisture in. So you use it before any type of lotion-y moisturizer that you're going to use. And then I probably should have took this out of my cabinet like before I did this, but I used to use Clinique's moisturizer. Can't remember the name of it. It's in a pink bottle. Well, it's not. It's in a clear bottle, but it's pink. I used to use that, but it was $50 a bottle. Now, it lasts forever. I think like 6 months before I ran out. But instead, this time I bought the Garnier Moisture Rescue. You can see that. Focus. Nope, it's not going to focus. Okay, whatever. Garnier Moisture Rescue. I use the one for dry skin, so this one's pink versus the regular one, which is just like a green gel. And I love the gel consistencies because it's nice. It goes on, it just like glides onto your face. It doesn't feel sticky or tacky. I hate that with moisturizer. If it makes my face feel like sticky and I'm just like, ugh, no, I don't want that. So this is amazing. I use this twice a day as well, before I go to bed, and then when I wake up in the morning before I put makeup on. Don't really use primer before makeup because I have moisturizer. So if you don't want to put two things on, you don't have to. Now on my super dry days, like days that I'm just like crap, it's like dry, then I use this plus a primer. I think generally my primers I just get what Sephora gives me for my points or whatever, just like little trial sizes, and I try out different ones. I've never actually committed to a primer, sort of. There's one that's amazing. And if you, like me, love glitter with eyeshadows too, this stuff is like all around the board amazing, and it's not expensive. It's the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. Bottle looks like this, and it's $22. You can get it at Dillard's, Macy's, the MAC store, whoever sells MAC online at mac.com. It's amazing. I use it every day. You can use it as your setting spray when you're all the way done. I also use it to spray on my foundation brush before I put foundation on to help it stay on my face. And then I use it with the MAC 242. Spritz it on there. You don't get it soaking wet, but you spritz it on there. And then use it to put the color on your eyes. And it sticks and it pops. And it'll give it like a foily kind of really cool look, or it keeps the glitter on your eyes. So I love this stuff. It's amazing. Now, you don't have to go and buy like all this super awesome, like go to Sephora and spend all this tons of money. You can go to the drugstore. I myself can't use drugstore foundations because they make my skin just break out. It's crazy. My favorite one right now is the Kat Von D, what is it called? I can't remember. Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. I use shade Light 44 because my skin is super light. I'm really white. It's amazing. I love it. I recommend it. Definitely always with foundations, if you're not sure, Sephora does samples. So go try something, have them color match you, and then ask if you can take a sample home so you can try it out for yourself for a few days to see how you feel about it before you make that purchase. Because this one, I want to say it's $36, and I mean $36 to $40 for a foundation. Like, it lasts you a couple months if you wear it every day like I do, but that's expensive if you think about it, like versus drugstore $10 or something. So if you're not gonna love it, definitely don't buy it. Concealer, my favorite is the why can't I think of words? Urban Decay Naked. I love it. It's amazing. I've gone through so many concealers and they get super cakey under my eyes and I sweat and it looks bad and it pisses me off, and I've taken numerous ones back being like, no, just no. And then they finally had the Urban Decay one that I wanted to try in stock, and I got it and I have not taken it back. I've loved it for weeks now. It's amazing. It's my favorite thing ever. Looks like this. It's their Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay. I use shade Fair or Neutral because I'm super white, and with concealers to like give you a little bit of highlight under your eyes and stuff, you should always go a shade brighter than your actual skin tone. They don't really make a shade brighter than my skin tone because I kind of wear the lightest stuff, so I make it work. I just use that along with like a highlighting powder in my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette to kind of bring out my eyes when I want to. Today I toned back a little bit on my look because I wanted my eyes to pop more than anything else. I didn't want like too much blush or stuff like, so then I'll use like neutral stuff. My favorite brands are Urban Decay, Kat Von D, and Too Faced. Too Faced is amazing, and I'm really coming into like Tarte as well. So if you guys ever want me to try something, or like you've seen that I posted it and you want to know how it is, definitely feel free to ask me. I'll tell you before if I love it or hate it, if I think you should buy it or try it. And then really, this is for you guys. This kind of made me nervous making this video and doing stuff because it's just like for my friends. I'm in no way doing this to become YouTube famous or anything. Like, this is for you guys because you wanted tips and tricks on makeup stuff that I've learned really from YouTube. I just have time to try it out, and I just genuinely enjoy makeup. It's something that I didn't know I enjoyed until I did it so much, and then I just like fell in love with it, and it's wonderful. And really, so what I was trying to say before I went off in this like left field tangent is whatever you guys want me to do, different looks, you know, show you how I do things, you know, like get readies with me and stuff like that, let me know. Just write it on the page. There, I have that Facebook page, Sarah from the Mall, and then Instagram is also Sarah from the Mall. YouTube is also Sarah from the Mall, so you can find me anywhere under the same thing. That's Sarah with an H, guys, if you don't know me. So yeah, let me know what you want me to film, and when I have time I will do it. Bear in mind, I do work full time, and I do have a wonderful little girl that I take care of as well, so she'll probably be in the video from time to time, but I will do stuff when I can. Try once a week. Just let me know what you guys want to see. Alright, thanks, bye!